I realised that it's been a while since I'd showed my friendly face on this here, and tonight was Tuesday, the 27th of August. My gosh, the summer is just flying away for itself. And it was the penultimate night of the ladies' Gaelic football training for Gata Gaels, mothers and others down in Whitegate, but I couldn't get a lift. But even if I could, tonight was the last night of training for the mixed tag rugby here in the rugby club in Scariff, which is just pretty much next door to, where I live. So it's actually been tricky enough trying to get a lift down to just down the road, a couple of villages. But as I have shared the last couple of diary entries, the tag rugby is very Penelope friendly. Not necessarily because of the game itself, but maybe as well. There's a lot less people, and even though for me it's kind of intimidating, like there's going to be men as well as women, it's because of the lesser amount of people, and the nature of the game. It's a lot more, for me, user friendly. With the Gaelic football, there's a lot more ball skills involved, which I don't have, I'm afraid. So tonight was the last night, and meanwhile in Whitegate, actually they're just after starting now, 8:15 start, and it is about 20 to 9 right now. So as we finished there in our all-weather pitch, the ladies are getting started in Whitegate. I am heading home, and it was not tankless, because at the end of the night, I even, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody who was there, but I even scored something, maybe 1.5 times, I don't know. But anyway, that's a good feeling to know that I'm making progress, learning the rules of the game. I feel like I'm very beefy suddenly in this. But also, at the end of our session, it didn't come out straight away, but our coach, Niamh, pulled out these rewards for us, and I got one as well. So, feeling very chuffed at all. Because sure, we live for these moments, right? Who needs Liam McCarthy when we can have one of these, eh? So now, just walking across the fields, back home, feeling really, really at peace with the fact that I can just go from the training grounds across these gentle hills and fields back home. And I'm so happy for that. I may not express it very much, but believe me, so happy not to have to ask for a lift from somebody, or coming out of their way just to bring me out. It's really great to be able to just walk across the field, literally. And where I am, there's a secret entrance as well, so me, I love them old little secret surprises. So yeah, and for me there's an especially sort of what do you call that, sentimental reasons why I also feel like what's the word I'm thinking of? Sentimental reasons. I had said that right, because this is one of the last, or one of the first places that I spotted my cat in, when my cat was no longer a kind of a house cat, and he just lived wild. I wouldn't call it really wild, but he was outdoors, or at least that's what I thought. He was outdoors the majority of the time. He wasn't hanging out in my place. So of course I didn't know he was hanging out in other homes as well. But this area right here is where I was actually coming out for a walk, maybe doing some foraging, and then he just attacked my feet or something, and I was walking there, and I just thought, like, he was showing me, well, that's what I understood then. You can tell me I'm wrong, anybody who knows, that he was okay, and that he was happy where he was, and that life was good. And that really, settled my heart, made me feel like, great. I always thought, like, if I were an animal, I'd hate to be cooped up inside. Most of the time I'd love to just be able to be outside, outdoors in the nature, be fresh and refreshed. And it looked like Achilleus was able to do that. He was able to be out in the nature. And so this here is amongst his last, where he used to play. And sadly, it is also the area where he was found then, less than a year of age. And really fatally wounded. And so that was the end of him as well. Anyway, I hope that you are able to enjoy the end of the summer. It's the last days of August now, and that makes me sad. Oh, which way am I going? I'm gonna go here. And whatever you're doing, for God's sake, I hope you are, celebrating your physical form, and in whatever capacity you're able to. If it's not team sports, any sort of sports, or any sort of physical activity, I think it's really important to kind of honor and respect, these bodies that we have been given. And sure, we only know when we're not well and not 100% to know how stupid we are when most of the time we don't, make use of our bodies and like take them out, exercise them. Like, who needs a pet when we can't even take care of ourselves? So, that's my encouraging little message today. I hope you are really well on this Tuesday night, and I look forward to going back home, showing my son what I got from the the last of the season of rugby. And hope to see you again sometime soon, and maybe hear your thoughts and reflections on this, if there's any that you'd like to share. Okay, slán ish. Go to slán.